ready? Whoa. Too low, I don't want to get out of here, man. A long drive. Back to Winslow.
Hey, are you guys doing any introductions or national anthem?
I have no idea.
No. Okay.
I would think not when it's the championship game.
That's why I'm asking. Yeah, I'm curious about it.
They don't tell me these things.
He's the man to talk to right there. Red sweater.
I know enough to know he's not in charge of anything. But nice try.
You're right, one more. Get some rest.
Takes us a minute on something.
I know. Oh, you're good.
Where's computing?
I know.
Data loading.
I know. The best part of being on these ones is that everyone's just so patient with you always.
Hi, everybody. Welcome into Northland Basketball, an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Sports Zone. And our coverage is presented to you by our friends at Choice Broadband. Welcome into Sholo High School tonight for the championship game of the Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. And it's taken a lot of work for these teams to get to this point, but they're here now. And tonight we get a championship showdown between the Marana Tigers out of Tucson and the Benjamin Franklin Chargers representing Chandler, Arizona. Welcome in, everybody, to our courtside location at Hatch Toyota Arena, the home of the Sholo Cougars, who are the host of this wintertime tournament that you get to enjoy here in a championship game broadcast. Our coverage is presented by Choice Broadband. And we also want to thank some other great sponsoring partners that help make it possible for us to bring you the coverage here, like Sholo Ford and Holbrook Family Dentistry. And a big thank you to Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Thank you to Perkins Cinders. A big thank you goes out to Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, locations in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overguard. And thank you to Hatch Concrete as well. Beeman Well Drilling getting their name mentioned. And a big thank you as we get it underway. The opening tip controlled by Marana. And Tanner Hibbs able to work inside and get the first points of the game. And we're underway with this one here. Northland basketball right here at the Sports Zone. And it's Marana in front, 2-0. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons, bringing you the play-by-play broadcast of Northland basketball. And you see it there, Marana and Ben Franklin in the championship game of the Cougar Classic Tournament. Here's a ball tipped, a pass tipped out of bounds, and hustling over defensively, Desmond Roebuck is able to tip the ball out. And it'll give Benjamin Franklin another opportunity to reset and inbound the ball, and Drew Taylor will take control. Left side to the sharpshooting number 24, Landon Christensen, and right on cue, Landon buries his first shot attempt of the game. And there is a shoe-in candidate right there for all-tournament recognition if they're going to provide it. Landon Christensen is as good a shooter as I've seen in this entire tournament. There goes Ben Franklin with a second opportunity and a nice second chance basket for Talon Spear. Spear able to follow that shot and help Ben Franklin get their first lead of the game. Actually, the lead was taken on that three-point shot by Christensen, and then Spear with his bucket right there. And now a steal gives Ben Franklin an opportunity. What can they do with it? Two on two, and the defense is there. Sean Roebuck. He is the son of the head coach, Sean Roebuck. His brother, by the way, Desmond Roebuck, in the starting lineup out here. And their cousin, Marquez Roebuck. The three Roebucks out there in the playing guard for head coach Sean Roebuck and Marana. And we saw that flurry of activity. Ball goes out of bounds and now eventually controlled by the Chargers. Christensen on the attack. They'll get it to the corner for a three-point try. It's up there and no good for Drew Taylor. Tigers on the attack. In talking with head coach Jonathan Magnus for Benjamin Franklin before the game, Coach Magnus told me that it's going to be very important for his defense to stop the Marana transition. He doesn't want those guys to get out and get running. And so far early in this game, the Benjamin Franklin defense has been very solid. They're going to get whistled for a blocking foul right there, and the guy that takes the foul is Bennett Christensen. But so far early on, Coach Magnus, you see him there on the screen, somewhere there on the screen, Coach Magnus is getting what he wants out of his defense. He believes in his half-court defense. And though they are giving up a lot of size out there to the front line of Marana, they are looking pretty solid. Meanwhile, back to a pair of free throws, good for Desmond Roebuck. And a Drew Taylor three on the way, no good. Christensen the rebound, and Ben Franklin keeps it alive. The drive, and a shooting foul is going to send Franklin to the free throw line. It's Bennett Christensen with his opportunity So he was able to draw the first foul out of Tanner Hibbs of Marana. And a great start to this one. Free throw up, and free throw is good for Bennett Christensen. Take another look at it on your screen right there, and we'll get you a live shot at the next free throw attempt, and this one is good. So Ben Franklin goes up 7-4. A lot of contact right in front of our broadcast desk. No whistle by the officials, and Marana works the ball from the angle right side. Roebuck outside to Roebuck, the pull up at the elbow, and the shot is perfect for Desmond. Desmond Roebuck has an early 4 points in the game for the Tigers, and that'll be a hand check foul. And the young man delivering that is the cousin, Marquez Roebuck. Marquez will get his first whistle of the game. Inbound for Benjamin Franklin. Taylor across, and the pull-up jump shot is on the way, and no good off the front iron for Talon Spear. Now Christensen, and he's going to get a return pass and roll it up. Their shot is good, and he'll go to the foul line as well. Christensen, a chance to make it a three-point play, and the guy that got him, Tanner Hibbs, has his second early foul in the game. Tanner is a huge part of the success, using his size and ton of basketball ability out there for the Tigers, and he is going to have to check out of the game early here at the 5:01 mark of the first quarter. Replacing him on the floor for Marana is Elijah Rainey. Rainey checks in for Coach Roebuck. So a three-point play, and it's good for Landon Christensen. He's got an early 6 points to lead the scoring in this game and give his team a 10-6 lift here in the first quarter. 4:57 on the clock. And up in the front court, this is Onyx Griffin. Griffin serves it out left side for a three-point try right off the bench, and unbashful about taking a quick early shot is Elijah Rainey. The shot missed, you saw it there, and now it tips out of bounds. And Franklin will control the basketball. Inbound, Drew Taylor. Christensen from the angle left side. That one is going to come up no good. Battle for the rebound. Spear, great job to get it and to get the foul as well. He'll draw that one from Elijah Rainey. So early on in the game, Benjamin Franklin is able to attack those big guys up front for the Tigers and taking away their size advantage by drawing contact and getting to the foul line. Talon Spear will toe that line and see what he can come up with, and the first foul shot is good. That's going to be a big deal right there, I would say, in a game like this. I think that Ben Franklin will probably get to the foul line a lot. They've already been there for 4 free throw tries. Now here's the 5th, and it's good. So 5 free throw attempts in the game already for Ben Franklin, and they've made every one of them. Perfect 5 out of 5 from the foul line, and their lead is 12-6 over Marana. Drive and dish back outside, and here is a three-pointer on the way, and that shot is right on the money for Marquez Roebuck. And the first 3 of the game registered by the Tigers. Into front court. Franklin. Taylor wide open for 3. That's going to rim out, no good. Rebound inside. And that is exactly what Coach Magnus wants out of his guys. Gabe Ray working hard to get position. He said that, Coach Magnus said, if they're going to be successful, everybody on the floor for this team, everybody for the Chargers is going to have to get involved in boxing out and rebounding. And that's what they've been doing early on here, and they're getting some success out of it. They'll get a loose ball pickup right there and go back to work. Talon Spear way out on top. Right side to Drew Taylor. Taylor ends up cut off in the corner, and he turns it over. Oh, and look at this. Talon Spear got a hand on the ball up there, and he is going to get whistled for a foul, sending Sean Roebuck to the foul line. Spear didn't like it. He got a hand, tried to pin it up against the backboard. You'll look at it right here. And then some contact in the aftermath. So Talon's got his first foul. And Coach Magnus is going to get 3 guys up off his Chargers bench and make it 4. It's a hockey line change out there. 4 new Chargers enter. And the only guy that remains on the floor for Benjamin Franklin is the guy that committed the foul, Talon Spear. So Roebuck's basket was good. The foul shot is no good, and Benjamin Franklin will come away with the rebound. So early on, and Benjamin Franklin with wholesale personnel changes early, and look at that pull-up jump shot, good right there for Talon Spear. Spear's got 6 points so far in the game, and he, along with Landon Christensen with 6 points, lead the scoring. For the Chargers, they're in front by 5. Drive, adjustment, and the shot comes off a little too strong for Roebuck. Rebound, Chargers, 2-on-2, and they'll finish well and get a foul. Jonathan Hall took the outlet pass, and then he challenged that defense, went right straight to the glass. And a foul will give an opportunity for a 3-point play right there, and that's the second foul early on for Elijah Rainey. So Tanner Hibbs, big guy up front for the Tigers. He got 2 fouls early, and his replacement now with 2 quick fouls. That is the first free throw miss in 6 tries for Benjamin Franklin. Roebuck pulls up. He didn't really have a good grip on the ball. And Rainey comes down with the offensive rebound. Drives, dish. Marquez, Roebuck working in the paint. And he'll draw contact and a foul. Boy, I tell you, whistles galore early on in this game. Both teams getting plenty of whistles. And I believe the guy that got whistled right there was Nate Lott. Sending Marquez Roebuck to the line. Take another look right there. Didn't really see the contact, but it was in there. And 1 of 2 from the foul line for Roebuck. Inbound and into front court. Nolan Lott gives it up, and Talon Spear finishes up for Benjamin Franklin. Talon with a great first quarter. So Talon, we talked about him a little bit yesterday in a broadcast, and he is a great football player, all-conference football player for Benjamin Franklin. He is also, his coach expects him to be an all-conference basketball player, and just for good measure, his best sport is baseball. Coach called him a 4-sport athlete, but he didn't specify what that 4th sport is. And I'd like to figure it out. Maybe we'll ask that question somewhere during the course of our broadcast. Here is a nice little turnaround. The baby hook is up and good. Good-looking shot by Elijah Rainey. In a pretty high-scoring first quarter between these two teams. So we approach the final minute remaining in the first quarter, 20-15. Franklin in front. Here's the shot from the corner. That's going to be no good for Lott. And that'll tip out of bounds. Nope, saved in. Well done. Really great job on the hustle by Nolan Lott. Got it inside to Jonathan Hall, and Hall did the rest. And everything is going the Chargers' way here in the first quarter. They put together a 7-point lead. Here's a drive. Here's a miss. No good for Isaiah Peak. And it's brought down once again by the Chargers. They've done a great job. They are taking care of the basketball, limiting the turnovers. Shot percentage, pretty good. And rebounding. I mean, every facet of the game, I would say we don't have stats on all that stuff, but, just that feel, the things you've seen on the screen, it's, ball don't lie, does it? And the Chargers looking good. Tyler Pluid contributes. 6 separate Chargers have gotten into the scoring column here. Final 12 seconds now of this opening quarter. And what a quarter it's been for Ben Franklin. And they're going to reject a shot right there. Shot is slapped out, but I think Talon Spear, the guy that elevated in that moment, picks up his second foul of the game. And that's going to be a point of concern for Coach Magnus, who is trying to get an explanation. He's asking the official where the contact was made by the defender. And the official is saying somewhere about the midsection of the body was the response. Well, you know, it was a courteous question. It was asked with respect, and the official gave a likewise respectful response. Inbound, and Spear with the shot at the buzzer is going to rim off there, no good, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. And a good one right here. Ben Franklin 24, Marana 17 in the Cougar Classic Tournament Championship game. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
I will correct myself. I mentioned that Ben Franklin is from Chandler. My apologies. They're from Queen Creek, okay? And that was corrected on our broadcast live chat. Thanks for setting me straight on that as we bring you back in for the second quarter here and get a quick whistle. And Ben Franklin commits the foul that will send Magnus to the foul line. The guy that committed the foul is Tyler Pluid. Pluid's first foul of the game. And Desmond Roebuck will set about opening the scoring here in the second quarter as we bring you back into Northland basketball. Presented by Choice Broadband and our partners like Show Low Ford and Holbrook Family Dentistry. Desmond at the line. The second shot is good. And Marana is going to work that full court pressing defense, and the pass thrown right into the hands of the defender standing in front. Guarding the inbound, that's Onyx Griffin. Griffin's first points of the game. Gets the steal, gets the quick basket, and all of a sudden, we're down to a three-point game. Nolan Lott brings it into front court, and then a big collision right there as the Tigers have decided to ratchet up the pressure on defense. Watch it again as Griffin anticipated well. I mean, you know, I think that Drew Taylor just failed to keep the defender enough in his frame of view. He was right in front of him, but he didn't believe that he was really in that position. Well, you know, Griffin made him pay for it. Here's a whistle and another foul, and it looks like the guy that gets it this time is Marcus Roebuck. Roebuck will pick up his second foul of the game. Roebuck, the cousin. He is the cousin of the other two Roebucks, Sean Roebuck and Desmond Roebuck, the two guards wearing numbers 0 and 1. Marquez wearing that number 3 jersey out there. For Coach Sean Roebuck, the father of the two brothers, the uncle of the guy with number 3 on his jersey. And this one tapped back out of bounds again. 7:22 on the clock here in the second quarter. At halftime, we'll break it down for you on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Christensen feeds a pass inside to Jonathan Hall, back outside to Landon Christensen, and he'll lose the dribble. Great hands. Very, very quick on that by Desmond Roebuck, but somewhere in there he makes the contact. No, the contact happened. They're going to whistle somebody else on the contact. They're going to whistle the They're going to whistle Christensen. Pardon me on that. I didn't get a good look on that replay that we just showed, but Landon Christensen has his first foul, and a momentum shift here starting the second quarter. This first minute has belonged to the Tigers, and you have to give their credit to that tenacious defense that they've come out and shifted into, and they'll work it inside. The defenders tried to bat the ball away, but splitting those defenders is Tanner Hibbs, and Hibbs has his second field goal of the game. Ben Franklin's lead has dwindled down to just one, and it goes in. Offensive foul. Jonathan Hall picks it up, and again, right now it's all about momentum. Much of that belonged in that first quarter to Ben Franklin. It's shifting the other direction, and Marana is taking advantage. We'll see if they can grab the lead right here on this possession. Down by one. You know, that last foul, you could argue it all day long, I think. And I'm sure some people are going to argue that thing all day long. Look at Roebuck going to work, and Marquez able to go inside, get between those two defenders, roll it off the glass, and Marana has pulled into the lead, but not for long. It's going to go back the other direction as Talon Spear nails that three-point basket, make it 27-25. Ben Franklin back in front. 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Onyx Griffin at the top. He'll hand that one off to Sean Roebuck, and then on the weave, here comes Marquez with the shot and misses. Hibbs the rebound inside, and it is tied up. Reaching a hand in there was Tyler Fluid to get that thing tied up, but whatever Ben Franklin was doing well in that first quarter, obviously not doing nearly as well here in the second quarter. And a part of that is boxing out on defense. Here's the inbound and a three on the way, and that shot is no good. Isaiah Peak missing. And coming away with it is Bennett Christensen. He'll feed Taylor. And then back the kind of give and go on the long passes there, and Bennett Christensen has his first field goal of the game. 4 points in the first half for Bennett. A long three, back iron, no good, and there's Christensen for the rebound off of the Isaiah Peak miss. And then Christensen adding a basket on back-to-back trips. And so Ben Franklin has gotten 3 consecutive scores unanswered to get back to a 6-point advantage here in the second quarter. Desmond at the top. Guarded by Bennett Christensen. He'll do a little shimmy and stop at the elbow and knock it down. Desmond Roebuck has 8 points here in the first half for Marana. I think we got double fouls. We got some guys mixing it up down. So Sean Roebuck and Landon Christensen. Roebuck's got his first foul of the game. See the jumper a moment ago again. There's a double foul. A couple of guys, 2 guys kind of mixing it up. And at the moment it was Ben Franklin's basketball, so they're going to get it again for an inbound. Now Coach Roebuck, I think, is satisfied with an explanation. Let's see, looking for it right there. You can't really see it on that view. Maybe on the big camera view we might have gotten a better look at what happened between those two guys. Here was shot inside. Nope, it's going to get blocked by Marana's defense, and then they lose it out of bounds. Chargers take back over the basketball. And it looks like they're going to go to work. Again, I got to look in on that one a little too late. Maybe you folks saw what happened on the other end of the floor. Spirited competition, championship game. What's it going to be, right? Talon Spear picks up that loose ball. Bennett Christensen open for 3. The side spinning three-point try is no good. Tips around, and it's brought down by Desmond Roebuck. Sean Roebuck, pardon me on that. And now Griffin from the angle right side comes up a little short on the shot attempt. It belongs to Ben Franklin. And offensive. Talon Spear, he's in trouble. Foul total. He's got his third foul of the game now. Talon's going to have to get out of here. And he gets up limping after the contact right there. That's a deep limp. Watch it right here. Defense will set up. I can see exactly why the official makes that call now. The defender anticipating, he was rolling with it. He was going down before contact. But, I mean, you can't extend that front elbow like that like Talon did. So Talon leaves. He's going to get a rest. Watch him again right here, and he bangs that leg. Where does he come down? Oh, he goes right knee to knee on that. Ouch. We have had a total of 16 fouls whistled between these two teams in the first half. Pull-up shot is... That is good. Desmond Roebuck. And Bennett Christensen, an offensive foul. His second foul of the game. Watch this one again. Good job behind the back right there. You know, Coach Magnus he's arguing it, but I got to tell you, man, I mean, it was just a great job on defense by Roebuck. And a timeout taken. We'll grab a timeout, everybody. A 2-point game here in the first half. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Back in, and quickly another whistle, another foul. And the guy that committed the foul this time is Onyx Griffin. Onyx commits the foul. That's the 4th foul here in the second quarter on the Tigers. Already, Ben Franklin has committed the 5+ for the quarter. So bonus time for Marana. And on the next foul committed by Marana, bonus time for Ben Franklin. Long 3 on the way for Christensen. He is he is willing to shoot that thing from the next county over. Came up just shy on that one as we get to 3 minutes now, just about 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report comes up at the break. Desmond Roebuck drops it back to Onyx Griffin. And Onyx changing direction, making it a little difficult on Landon Christensen, who just gets whistled for his 3rd foul of the game. Welcome into Northland basketball. Marana taking on Ben Franklin in the Cougar Holiday Classic basketball tournament.
How much do I have?
Hatch Toyota Arena is the site of our broadcast coverage here. Show Low High School, the host school for the tournament. And this shot for Griffin is going to roll up there and roll off no good. Griffin able to make that second attempt. We got a 1-point game. Well, after getting outscored, well, first let me mention the great defense by Desmond Roebuck, and he turns that into an easy basket to retake the lead for his Tigers team. And it's going to go right back to Ben Franklin. What a shot by Bennett Christensen. How did you like that thing, the way he hung in the air like that? The outstretched left hand. And spin it off the glass for the shot to once again get that lead. And he'll get the ball, take it away there in traffic. And he'll come up 1 versus 2 to the corner. Talon Spear, who's back on the floor with his 3 personal fouls. And now a big 3 that comes up way shy for Taylor. Pluid, his jump shot is going to be no good. Those are the kind of opportunities Ben Franklin cannot afford to lose. What a great defensive play right in front of our spot broadcasting this thing. Drew Taylor knocks it free. But that pass broken up by Marana. They'll come away with it. Marquez for the jumper. It's no good. Got it back. Desmond Roebuck with a jump shot that is going to be off the mark as well. And finally, it's Bennett Christensen slowing things down for Ben Franklin. 90 seconds left in the half here. It's been a terrific first half. And a 1-point lead for the Chargers. Christensen buries it from downtown. And the lead is back to 6 points now for Ben Franklin. What Ben Franklin lacks in size, they make up for in a lot of different ways. They're technically very sound, very disciplined. Their half-court defense is as their coach expects it to be. It's stellar. And you know what? They're not going to make that shot by Hibbs easy. And I think that they're going to call it. Maybe they called a jump ball. I didn't see what the official said on that. I was kind of looking the other way. Did he say jump ball? Is that what I got, guys? Because I see no indication of a foul. Must have been a jump ball. No? Oh, travel. Okay, he called travel. He called it travel. 37 seconds remain here in the first half. Franklin working on keeping a lead going into the locker room discussion. That shot no good for Spear, but it's rebounded nicely and kept alive by Ben Franklin. And then after another miss, there was Gabe Ray working hard underneath for a third chance, and he is fouled for 2 shots. It's the second foul of the game on Onyx Griffin. And we'll see if the free throw line is going to be friendly to Gabe Ray. First one is right on the money. Another look at that play, that defensive play a moment ago by Desmond. And then Bennett, watch this. Watch that left hand. I mean, how did he make that shot work? And he decided, I'll pull up for a 3 as well right there if you give me that shot. They were just giving him all kinds of space. You know, basketball has turned into that game, hasn't it? I mean, pretty much at every level. People complain a lot about the NBA being nothing but 3-point tries out there. But every level of basketball is about shooting threes. When you get the open look, here's a drive and a foul. And on his way to the free throw line is Isaiah Peak. And the guy that puts him there is Ethan Sang for Ben Franklin. Commits the foul. 9 seconds remaining in the half. And we'll see if Isaiah can chip into that lead a little bit. 3 starters returning for the final 9 seconds here for. And that's interesting. Coach Mangus is going to bring Spear and Bennett Christensen and Landon Christensen back on the floor for the final 9 seconds right there. And it's interesting how coaches use the clock, clock management, the rotation ideas. I would have thought, why bother with 9 seconds? You're going to inbound the ball, maybe get it up the floor for a shot attempt, perhaps. Coming into the game, by the way, from Marana is Dawson Hutchins. Hutchins comes in for his first time today. And Spear looks for somebody to deliver the inbound to. Gets it into Nolan Lott. And here he comes across. Right side, Bennett Christensen. Shot from 3 is on the way at the buzzer. It's no good. And it ends the first half just like that. Ben Franklin grabs a 37-33 halftime lead over Marana. in the Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament Championship game. We'll break it down on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report here in just a few moments. So stand by for it, everybody. We'll do that right after these messages. Don't go anywhere. This is Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Welcome back to halftime here at Show Low High School and our presentation of Northland Basketball, which is brought to you by Choice Broadband. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report underway here now. And here at halftime, Ben Franklin with the slight advantage trying to win the championship trophy here at the Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. They lead Marana 37-33 here at the break. And a couple of guys in double figures scoring in that first half for the Chargers. They are led by Talon Spear and Bennett Christensen. They each have 11 points in the first half. Talon has hit a 3-point basket, and so has Bennett. And the one other 3-point shot was made by Landon Christensen. He's got 6 points so far in the game for Ben Franklin. Johnny Hall has 4 points in the first half, and Gabe Ray with 3 points so far. On the other ledger for the Marana Tigers, Desmond Roebuck with a great first half. He's got 12 points so far in this one. Marquez Roebuck with 9 points. Tanner Hibbs has 4 points. Onyx Griffin with 3 points. Sean Roebuck with a couple of points, 2 points. Elijah Rainey has 2 points as well. And Isaiah Peak with 1 single point in the first half for the Tigers. Tigers have hit 1 3-pointer. That came early in the game from Marquez Roebuck. Outside of that, they hadn't been able to hit one from outside the arc. Well, Ben Franklin has connected on 3 of those shot attempts. And all in all, it turned into a pretty close second quarter with Marana outscoring Ben Franklin 16-13. This after the Chargers had a 24-17 lead at the end of the first quarter. And when you add it all up, it's been a great game. Chargers came out and did what they wanted to do defensively. Their half-court defense was outstanding. They out-rebounded. I believe they out-rebounded Marana in that first quarter. And, you know, they had pretty high shot percentage, really. The shot selection was good. And then to start the second quarter, Marana came out and turned up the pressure on defense big time and really started turning things around. It wasn't long before they got the lead back in the game. And they held that and went back and forth a couple of times. They exchanged the lead, I don't know, 4 or 5 times through the middle of the second quarter. And then toward the end, it was Ben Franklin settling down. They had a stretch of, I believe they had a stretch of 7 unanswered points to take the lead back and get back out in front by multiple possessions, which they were able to hold on to toward the end of the quarter. And there you see the score, 37-33. We'll grab a timeout, a final timeout here on our halftime breakdown, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. And when we return, it'll be the second half here in Show Low, Arizona at Show Low High School. Hatch Toyota Arena hosting the Cougar Holiday Classic Tournament. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Just about ready for the second half. Welcome back into Show Low High School and our broadcast of Northland basketball here at the Sports Zone. Coverage presented by Choice Broadband. And a tip of the cap to our other sponsoring partners like Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Show Low Ford, Holbrook Family Dentistry. Thank you as well to Perkins Cinders, to Beeman Well Drilling, to Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Show Low Pine Top and Heber Overguard locations. Thank you to Hatch Concrete. A thank you to Furniture Gallery in Snowflake. among our valued sponsors and partners here at the Sports Zone. And it's Northland basketball about ready to go for the second half. So just talking a moment ago with Coach Magnus of Ben Franklin, and I commented to him, you did exactly what you wanted to do in that first quarter, Coach. You came out, played the great half-court defense. You boxed out, rebounded, did all the things you talked about doing. And now they got to do it again in the second half as they get the first possession, and we get back underway with Northland basketball here at the Sports Zone. It's brought to you by Choice Broadband. And Landon Christensen will pick up the dribble and shoot a 17-footer that's no good. Rebounded by Desmond Roebuck, and we're underway with the second half, everybody. Welcome back in. Onyx Griffin feeds the corner, and that shot's going to come up short for Marquez Roebuck. And it's rebounded by the Ben Franklin freshman right there, Bennett Christensen, number 3. And he'll get an offensive rebound. Bennett working to try to protect that basketball. Eventually lost it, ended up on the ground, and he's getting up slowly as Hibbs misses his first second half shot attempt. But no worry, because Desmond Roebuck is right there for the rebound. The putback, and Marana is within 2 as the second half gets underway. Pull up on the right, at the right elbow. No good there for Talon Spear. And that one is brought down by Onyx Griffin for the Marana Tigers. A minute 10 into the second half. And right now, 6:45 on the clock, third quarter. Let's get you through the starters for the second half. The Marana Tigers. They're going to feed the low post, and it rolls off no good for number 30. Tanner Hibbs, one of the starters here in the second half. Onyx Griffin, number 2, starts the second half for Marana. But first, how about Bennett Christensen? The freshman buries that 3, and he's got 14 points. The freshman leading the scoring for Ben Franklin here in this championship game. Other starters for Marana include that guy with the basketball right there, number 2, Onyx Griffin. Now, number 1 there with the ball is Desmond Roebuck, and he'll be fouled on a hand check from Drew Taylor of Ben Franklin. The other starters, number 3 for Marana is Marquez Roebuck. Number 0, Sean Roebuck. The namesake of the head coach, Sean Roebuck. Into Marquez, and his three-pointer no good. Hibbs got the rebound, couldn't make it. Couldn't make the putback, and then tied up the Talon Spear rebound. It will be basketball to Marana on the jump ball. And the second half starters for Benjamin Franklin include the junior Talon Spear, who had a terrific first half with 11 points and really played the best overall half of basketball for anybody on that team. And I think that Drew Taylor just got away with a push there on the shot by Desmond Roebuck. Rebound, Benjamin Franklin. They go back to work. Here is Talon Spear, number 2. The freshman, number 3, Bennett Christensen has the ball. He starts the second half. Thought about that shot. Should have taken that shot. Drew Taylor, number 1, starts the second half. The pull-up 3, no good there for Bennett. And it's going to tip around, controlled by Ben Franklin. Drew Taylor, number 1, starts the second half. Mentioned that. Landon Christensen, number 24, is out there in the second half for Coach Magnus. And the final starter in the second half is number 21, Gabe Ray. Whistle and a foul on Marquez Roebuck. He's got 3 personals in the game. Sending the other number 3 to the foul line. This is Bennett Christensen, and he'll get the favorable roll. So Bennett out early in the second half with the first 4 points in the scoring column. Make it 5. The first 5 points on the board in the second half for Ben Franklin. And their lead is out to 7 points. Griffin drive, couldn't make it. Hibbs couldn't follow. Back to Griffin, and this one is good. Took a while, took a third effort right there, but Onyx is able to make the shot. And Marana is down by 5. Look at Bennett Christensen. Makes himself some space and makes the shot on the bounce. That guy is special. He's just a freshman. And when you see him playing out there, he has all the poise, the confidence, the surety in his game that you don't get from a lot of guys who are juniors. How fun is he going to be to watch for the next 3.5 seasons of basketball? Here is Marquez on the drive. Slapped, but a foul is called, and if that's on Landon, that's going to be trouble. Landon came over from behind. It wasn't him. I thought he might get whistled. It's going to be Gabe Ray with his first foul of the game, so that's a break right there because I thought Landon was for sure going to get that whistle right there. He didn't. He remains on the floor with 3 personal fouls. Talon Spear has 3 fouls as well for Ben Franklin. Those 2 guys in the most foul trouble for that team. And on the other side, Marquez Roebuck, who is at the line. Marquez has 3 personal fouls for Marana. And 3 of those starters come out of the game now. Nolan Lott is back in. Also on the floor is Jonathan Hall. And it looks like Tyler Pluid. Tyler Pluid is the other Charger that has entered the game. Christensen, guarded by Desmond Roebuck. Drive and Talon Spear floated to the baseline, and nice touch off the glass by Talon. His first second half points. He's got lucky 13. First total so far in the game right now. And a 7-point lead again for the Chargers. Blocking foul on the offense. Desmond Roebuck whistled for his first foul of the game. Spear stops on the baseline. Back outside to Bennett. Christensen's shot no good. And another quick foul on Desmond. So he got his first just a moment ago. Now he's got a second personal foul. Not time to panic about that yet, but I don't know that he has left the floor in the game. I think the 3 Roebucks have stayed and played every minute of the game. Timeout on the floor. We'll grab one, everybody. 7 points the lead for Ben Franklin. This is Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Back to it, everybody. Welcome back in. The third quarter is about halfway through, a little better than halfway through here now. Ben Franklin in front of Marana, 46-39, as we bring you back into Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play call, and at the free throw line for Ben Franklin, the freshman Bennett Christensen. He's had plenty of time to think about the free throws, although I got to be honest with you, I'm not sure he spent even a moment considering these free throws. That first one is good, and that freshman has 19 points in the game. He's got another one on the way. Jocularity out there on the floor. Not sure what the joke was among the players, coaches, and officials, but there was something, and Christensen is perfect from the foul line today. 6 out of 6. He has 2 3-point makes in the game, and his overall total, 20 points to put him right now in the driver's seat for the Sports Zone's player of the game. He steals a pass. He's doing everything, and he'll push it up the middle of that floor outside to Pluid for a 3-point try, and he'll miss just short on that attempt. Marquez Roebuck the rebound for Marana. And that 9-point lead here right now for Ben Franklin, I believe their biggest lead of the game. Tyler Pluid will drag down a rebound off that miss. And we've got a little under 11 minutes of regulation basketball remaining. Under 3 minutes here in the quarter. Drive by Christensen, and he'll go to the foul line again, see if he can stay perfect right there. Who puts him there? Third foul of the game on Desmond. So the team foul total right now for Marana is 4. Franklin's got 2 fouls. And the freshman is going to miss that first free throw. That was one of those, who was the shortstop for the Dodgers last year? 2023, what was his name? Guy that went to the Phillies. Had the smoothest, glidiest slide of all time. You know what I'm talking about?
Trey Turner.
Yeah, Trey Turner. Thank you, Talon Spear. Talon Spear's trying to get back into the game. He's listening to the broadcast right in front of us right here. And he reminded me it was Trey Turner. That was a Trey Turner slide right there by Bennett Christensen. Smooth. What kind of baseball player are you, Talon? What kind of baseball player are you?
Utility.
You play everything?
Yeah.
What would you play? What would you like to play?
Center.
Center field. Yeah, you look like a center fielder, man. That's a compliment for sure. What position did you play in football?
I played wide receiver.
Wide receiver, all conference, huh? Shot up, no good from the angle right side. And Taylor is going to try to save it, but knock it off his own guy out of bounds. And Talon Spear, after a conversation with us on the sideline, will return to the lineup for Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, he's got that look, doesn't he? He looks like a center fielder. It looks like he's probably super fast. And, just an all-around terrific athlete. He'll get a chance to get back into this one here with his team in front, 48-39. As we approach 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Into the game for Marana, Isaiah Peak, number 13, gets it to Griffin. Now back outside. Checking in for the first time, number 24, Timothy Harris. Harris is into the game now for that coach right there, Sean Roebuck. See the jacket there that coach wears? There's something about that. There's something about the tradition of him wearing that thing, because I've seen him in years past. At least like a couple of years ago, as you watched Taylor steal that inbound pass, feed Pluid, and a little too strong. Couldn't make the transition bucket, and then commits a foul. As you often see, after a miss like that in transition, you get a little frustrated, try to get the ball back, and the foul committed right there. Inbound on the way. Onyx Griffin serves it in. Kevin Alvarado, number 5, is on the floor now for Marana. Desmond to the paints. Outside Isaiah Peak, and he is roughed up a bit on the shot attempt. Drew Taylor, the guy that gets him. Drew's got his second foul of the game, and that's a shooting foul for Isaiah Peak. Well, Ben Franklin has outscored Marana here in the third quarter, 11-6. Now 11-7. And Peak at the line for another free throw try. This one off the back iron, no good. It's going to bound around, and it is rebounded by Johnny Hall, and then tipped out on the pass. Looks like the Tigers are going to ratchet up the defense like they did to start the second quarter. Inbound to Hall, and he is quickly fouled by Thomas. Or rather, Harris, Timothy Harris. With his first foul of the game. And that is team foul number 4. Both teams, well, hold on a minute. No, that's team foul number 5. That should be 2 shots. It will be 2 shots for Johnny Hall, who's got 4 points in the game for the Chargers. Well, I had the fun of getting an MRI earlier today. I had to go in the tube. And it was zero fun. Zero fun. I'm a little fidgety. I can't lay still for very long. And so it was a bit of a mental challenge, I'm not going to lie. It's a drive and the adjustment, but Desmond unable to make that shot. Talon Spear harassed on the rebound, kept it alive. And here's the no-look to the corner from Taylor to Pluid, but he'll lose the dribble and then all kinds of contact. And I think Tyler Pluid is the guy. Yep, he ends up getting whistled for the foul. He's got 3 in the game now after that whistle. Well, Tyler's had a little bit of frustration in the last couple of trips up the floor. And I think the frustration is the direct antecedent to the 2 fouls that he has gotten whistled. His team is in front, though, by 9. Under a minute remaining here in the third quarter. This one is going to swirl around there, no good. For Elijah Hopkins. Guess I hadn't announced his entry into the game. And Elijah comes up way shy on that second attempt. Also in the game, by the way, for Marana is Donnie Patton number 11 out there. As you see the return of the freshman back out there on the floor. Bennett Christensen throws it in, gets it back, and with all the confidence of a much older basketball player, he brings it across. Meanwhile, Johnny Hall trying to work against the defender. Commits an off-ball foul right there. For Johnny, that's his second foul. Inbound, Onyx Griffin. Just 2 of the original starters out there for Marana right now. And this young man, Elijah Hopkins, who just entered the game moments ago, gets his first points. 25 seconds to the end of the quarter. And a travel's whistle. Boy, that was a quick one on Johnny. So he gets called. A 7-point differential with 12 seconds. A big shot right here. A shot of any kind in these last seconds for Marana. That will change the complexion of things going into the fourth quarter for sure. Here's the lean in, and the 17-footer is way short. Rebounded by Christensen. Quarter comes to an end. Ben Franklin 49, Marana 42. Stand by for the fourth quarter. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
So we get set to embark on the fourth quarter. Our score 49-42 here in the Cougar Classic Basketball Tournament. The first year here at Show Low High School for this tournament. It's a hybrid of sorts. This tournament used to be held at Blue Ridge High School, and it was simply called the White Mountains Holiday Classic Tournament. Now it's the Cougar Holiday Classic. As you take an expansive view right there of Hatch Toyota Arena, the home of the Show Low Cougars. And the final game of the tournament right here. Ben Franklin, Marana. Franklin up 49-42. The Cougar Holiday Classic Tournament Championship game. The fourth quarter gets underway now. Who's going to get the hardware? And I would ask a subset of a question. Who is going to get the Sports Zone's Player of the Game? That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Landon Christensen out on top. He'll drive and have it knocked out of his hands. Blocking foul. Whistle was a tad late, but it's Desmond Roebuck that gets called. And for Desmond, now 4 fouls in the game. I don't think Desmond has left the floor the entire game. He is the one guy, if I'm not mistaken, who has played the entire way today. And now the inbound. Talon Spear will set to throw it in. Talon, number 2 out there, gets the return pass for a jump shot in the corner. Misses that. Rebound will produce a foul and a shooting foul for Drew Taylor. Setting him there is Donnie Patton. Donnie Patton, number 11. So Benjamin Franklin, they've got Talon Spear, number 2 out there. There is jersey number 1 at the free throw line. That is Drew Taylor. Also, number 3. Freshman Bennett Christensen on the floor. Landon Christensen, number 24 in this fourth quarter lineup. And Gabe Ray. Gabe Ray is also out there on the floor right now for Coach Jonathan Magnus. Both foul shots good for Taylor. 9-point lead for Benjamin Franklin. It shrinks to 7 on the transition basket. Onyx Griffin with the points. Onyx wears number 2. He is out there along with Desmond Roebuck, number 1. He's got his 4 personal fouls for the Tigers. And the other 3 Tigers, Donnie Patton, number 11. As you watch Griffin try to spin inside, missed the shot, and then got fouled. He's going to the foul line. Isaiah Peak, number 13, is out there in this fourth quarter. Elijah Hopkins, number 23. It was Taylor picking up his 3rd foul. And then you hear it, a timeout taken. Out on the floor, we'll get the free throws after this. This is Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the number 1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Onyx Griffin at the free throw line for Marana. The first one is good. The second one also delivered. He's got 9 points in the contest. Desmond Roebuck leads the scoring for Marana with 14. Marquez Roebuck with 11 points so far. So far, the guy that I think leads everybody for player of the game honors just got the ball on a pass from Talon Spear. I'm talking about the freshman Bennett Christensen, who gets bumped and fouled by Griffin. 3 fouls in the game on Onyx. And Landon Christensen will throw it in. Talon Spear will burn some clock down. There is no shot clock, by the way, basketball fans. So I wonder if Ben Franklin would go into one of those half-court, just run 2 minutes of clock or something like that. You know, something tells me I don't think so, just because they like to shoot. Like that guy right there, Landon Christensen. He loves to shoot. Isaiah Peak with a great defense, timed it perfectly. We'll watch it again right here. Watch this defense. Boy, that's a lot of reach, isn't it? Isaiah, he's got some wingspan. The inbound. And then it goes into the paint. Spear, spin, nicely done to reverse roll it in. Talon Spear, who's been pretty quiet offensively in the second half, now has 15 in the game. And Marana cannot afford to trade baskets. That's a very nice baseline jump shot by Donnie Patton. Donnie was behind the glass. He had to somehow find that angle. Coach Roebuck go over there and fix the net. He runs out there from the bench, jumped up, fixed the net like it was, just casually and just making sure the game goes. Hey, look at this adjustment. Shot is no good for Bennett. Somehow as he was coming down, he missed that. There's your long shot from Coach Roebuck right there. Just keep the game going, man. Whatever you got to do. You wear the great Santa Claus jacket. It's like a Santa Claus coat that he's got. It's not the colors, of course. It's different colors. It's Marana colors. That's what it is. And the Tigers have the basketball. They got this to a 5-point difference. This would be a big shot. It doesn't go in. Boy, that would have been huge if Isaiah Peak had connected on that shot. But instead, it gives Ben Franklin a chance here, and Spear was too strong. The follow by Gabe Ray was also too strong, and here comes a transition bucket. Look at the speed at the end of it by Desmond Roebuck. I thought the defense was going to get there, but Desmond just hit another gear on the last couple of steps to the basket, and really it was too strong on the shot. As you get the collision and you got guys on the floor, Talon Spear is in a ton of pain with the ankle. I think Gabe Ray just got whistled for a foul, but the more important issue is that maybe the best athlete on the Ben Franklin squad is writhing in pain on the floor right now. They're going to continue to look at him. We'll be back in just a couple of moments, everybody. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
You can see the effort to get off the floor, limping his way to the bench, Talon Spear. And he looked better on the trip over to the bench than I kind of expected. He also had a brace on that ankle already, so that's probably something that's been giving him trouble, and now all of a sudden he's tweaked it. And maybe tweaked it again. I don't know. Tyler Plua takes a pass and gets underneath there. And Tyler is fouled for two shots. 2 shots for Ben Franklin on the way. The guy that committed the foul is Tanner Hibbs. And for Tanner, that's his 3rd foul of the game. Well, Tyler is one of those guys that's going to have to now step up in the place of Talon Spear. Not a guy that you want to lose this point of a championship game with a 5-point lead, a tentative lead with 4:40 remaining. But Pluid hits that free throw. That was a big shot make there. And he's going to make the second. So how about 55-48? Isaiah Peak picks up the dribble and then gets fouled. Drew Taylor with the help defense kind of came around there. Nope, it wasn't Drew. He did not get his 4th foul. Gabe Ray is the guy. Gabe picks up personal foul number 3. So Taylor, for a moment anyway, was spared on that. I thought it was going to be his 4th foul. Now the freshman will try to get back into the game as soon as possible for Ben Franklin. Onyx Griffin working against Taylor. Drives and dishes, but Hibbs couldn't control it. It's knocked loose, and here comes Landon Christensen with the basketball. That was a big turnabout right there. That was a huge defensive stop Can Franklin turn that into points? So I'm not sure what happened right there. Tommy Huhuyama is the official right there. He is explaining things to Coach Mangus, and I think he said something about stepping on the baseline, stepping out of bounds. I'm not positive. I didn't get it, but the call is made, and that is a turnover. And Christensen with the active hands out there knocks the ball loose from Peak. And those two guys working against each other, and Isaiah Peak gets the shot, and then a little shove in the back just for good measure. For Isaiah, that's the first shot from the field that he is able to connect on today. And it's big because it makes this now a 5-point game. Christensen right there now. And he will pick up and shoot. As he's sliding to his right. I don't know if it was the best shot selection, and then a foul committed by Gabe Ray. And that's the fourth foul of the game on Gabe. And I got to tell you, right now, you just get that feeling. Benjamin Franklin is out of sorts out there. Here comes Gabe Ray to the bench with his 4 fouls. Johnny Hall returns to give some size and some length out there to Benjamin Franklin. But without Talon Spear, there is a little something missing. And that ball is, I guess they're going to say, tipped, because Onyx had it across the line and then ends up having to go back and scoop it back up in backcourt. Hibbs from the corner. That's a giant 3. What a shot by Tanner Hibbs. The timeliness cannot be overstated. He got a 2-point game. The freshman will drive and do a little work himself and get it back to a 2-possession game. 57-53, Benjamin Franklin. Under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Griffin drives, ends up outside, and Desmond's 3-point shot is no good. Jonathan Hall with a rebound. Christensen drives, contact, offense. Player control foul. It's Bennett Christensen, and it's team foul number 4 now. I believe that's the 3rd foul on Bennett. I'm going to check that because that's going to be very important here in the final 2:25. Let's grab a timeout, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse. Wow. Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back. Woohoo!
2:15 on the clock, and that's what remains in the 4th quarter here as Marana has it. And they'll try to cut this back to a 1-possession game on this possession with the ball. Very long shot. That is no good. Isaiah Peak missing. Benjamin Franklin with the ball and into front court. Fluid from the corner. Shot on the way, and that's no good. Tipped around and controlled by Marquez Roebuck, but he throws it away. And Nolan Lott is the guy there to come up with that. Timeout taken by Benjamin Franklin. Look who was standing by to get back into the game. Talon Spear after the getting dinged up, and he's still hobbling a bit on that ankle, but he is going to be going back into the lineup for Coach Mangus. You know, he answered that question about the Dodger shortstop a little while ago. I wonder if that young man has any idea about the Dodger great Kirk Gibson coming off the bench to hit the walk-off home run in the 1988 World Series. Is there any similarities to be drawn in that? The wounded warrior, the heroics at the end of the game. That guy looks a lot like Jim Barnett, doesn't it? Jim Barnett, the voice of the Arizona Cardinals. Checking the timeouts. Ben Franklin confirming that they have one timeout remaining. Marana's got 4 timeouts. Foul trouble looks like this. Desmond Roebuck, guarding that inbound pass, has 1 personal foul remaining. I mean, he's got 4 in the game, so he's got to be careful in this final 92 seconds of regs. He's the only guy on the floor right now with 4. The only other guy with 4 is Ben Franklin's Gabe Ray, and he is on the bench right now. And there's an offensive foul called on Talon Spear. Now he's got 4 fouls. Player control foul. Talon's got the 4. You watch it right here. That's a good job. Marana's really, very disciplined at taking. We used to call that a charge, right, in the old days, but we call it player control foul. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not even sure what the technical terms are anymore these days, but we're approaching the final minute of play in this Cougar Classic Tournament Championship game. Here's the drive, and Roebuck's shot is no good. That is an offensive foul. Offensive foul whistled on Onyx Griffin. And Onyx has 4 personal fouls now. So that's a blocking foul on two White. That was on Onyx Griffin. So Griffin was trying to set a screen, and the official whistled him on that.
Offensive foul on White. We've got an offensive foul on White, number 2.
Okay, that's his 5th.
Number 2. What number? 2? Okay, that's 5. About 5 or 2.
So they're settling the whole matter, and it settles this way. That is the 5th personal foul of the game on Onyx Griffin. So he leaves the game. One of the original Marana starters is out, and we've got a minute exactly remaining in regulation. Talon Spear has it in front court. 2-possession game. Christensen, now Drew Taylor. These are the original starters on the floor right now for Ben Franklin. Hibbs trying to stay with Spear. There is no shot clock, so eventually somebody's going to have to come out and foul. And I would say that time is right now. You got to foul right now. And that's exactly what happens. Isaiah Peak commits the foul. So that'll be 2 shots on the way, 2 shots on the way. And Marana they're dropping at least 2 guys back into backcourt. I think they've got to have everybody under the basket for the eventual chance at a rebound here. Well, I guess 3 guys, when Ben Franklin is vacated, I guess 3 will do the job. Big shot there, big make by Landon Christensen, a 5-point advantage. Make this one, make it a 3-possession game. Well, no, 2. It'd still be a 2-possession, wouldn't it? Pardon me on that, because a couple of 3s would be good to tie the game. It's been a long day for me. I had an MRI and all that kind of stuff. Getting a little tired. Missed the foul shot. That's big. Rebound Hibbs. Half a minute left. Spin. Shot good. Well done by Isaiah Peak. And a timeout off the make from Coach Roebuck. 58-55 our score. And Peak is on the ground. We'll look at that. We'll figure out what's going on here in a moment. Stand by. We'll get back to it after you take another look at the replay. Watch this spin into the paint. Right about there. And a strong, strong finish. We got...
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
And now we're back. Welcome back in for the final 23.2 seconds of regulation of the Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament Championship game. Can Ben Franklin hold on and get the win? Can Marana pull off the mini miracle finish right here? There's a whistle. That'll send Franklin to the line. The guy that commits the foul is Sean Roebuck, his second foul. 58-53. Get a defensive play right here. Get us, well, not really defensive, I guess. Just get the rebound. If somehow Taylor misses his foul shots. And then he hit a 3, and maybe we send this thing to overtime. It's going to be tough to do now. Taylor makes that foul shot. He is 3 out of 3 from the line. So 2 possessions is the situation for the Tigers. Perfect. Clutch foul shots. Got to hit a 3 somewhere, and Roebuck's going to try it right now. Missed the shot. Now 10 seconds. It tips around. This is Desmond Roebuck. His jump shot is on the way. That's good with 5 seconds and a timeout for Marana. Well, that's a big shot by Desmond, but kind of needed that on the first shot attempt. And now you got to steal the inbound and hit a shot. And I would say the likelihood is that the pass is probably going to be defended. Any short pass defended here as you see the final seconds of this championship game. Marana, Ben Franklin. Northland Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the Sports Zone and the Simmons Media Group. And our coverage is brought to you by Choice Broadband. I would think that Ben Franklin is going to be contested near the basketball, so anything that comes in might be a longer pass. You steal that, catch that, set yourself, and get a shot away, and you can win the game at the buzzer right here. Guess that's just about what's left for Marana. Here comes the inbound try. It's stolen. Here's a 3 at the buzzer, and that's going to come up short. Just like that, they got what they wanted. They stole it, and then they got a great look at the shot, but it was no good, as you saw on the screen. Benjamin Franklin holds on. And you can see right there in the face of Bennett Christensen, you can see just how lucky Ben Franklin feels right now. They played a great game. They deserved the win, but what a play by Marana there at the end. You did what you had to do. You stole the inbound. You found your guy open. And at the buzzer, the shot is just a little bit short for Marana. And the championship trophy of the 2025 Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament is going to be presented to Benjamin Franklin. They played great. And we congratulate and tip our hats to them, Coach Jonathan Magnus. Well, let me get some votes in from our broadcast crew on the player of the game. And guys, I'll let you know that Bennett Christensen, the freshman, scored 22 points. Talon Spears scored 15 points, guys. And Talon was kind of inconsequential down the stretch when he got hurt, those last few minutes. And those are your 2 leading candidates. So let's get a vote. What do you think? There's a vote for Bennett. There's another vote for Bennett. Another vote for Bennett. And I'm going to vote for Talon just for good measure, just because. By the way, most of the time my votes count for multiple votes. But this time I'll let our guys have it. And the freshman Bennett Christensen is the Sports Zone's player of the game, 22 points in this. Just a freshman right there. We could have really given it co-players of the game right there, Bennett and Talon. They were so important, so big in the game. And congratulations to them both. And that young freshman, he is the Sports Zone's player of the game. That's not the correct score on your screen right there you're looking at, so we're going to correct that for you here and flash that final score one more time. Look at the freshman with the big smile there. Has he got braces? Has he got braces like freshmen do? He's got his braces on. You know, looking sharp for a freshman, really. He's not too gangly. He's not too awkward. he's hearing me a little bit. I'm trying to get in his head a little bit here. You know.
I'm listening.
No, you look good, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Player of the game right there. And a terrific finish for this team. There it is. There's your final score. We're going to flash that for you, and we're going to wrap up our coverage here of the 2025 Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. Just a freshman, and he led the way with his team out there. Hey, where's Talon? How's the ankle? Is Talon okay? Is the ankle okay?
It's all right.
Is it kind of a re-aggravation of a previous? Yeah, I see the brace there. He's a stud. He's going to be fine. He'll be all right. That's Coach Jonathan Mangus right there, and the Benjamin Franklin Chargers are champions of the inaugural Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. I want to thank our entire broadcast team, led by our producer, Derek Simmons. Our technical director has been David Simmons, and on camera tonight for us, Big Sean Ulvestad. There's the head coach of the Show Low Cougars right there, Daryl Suber. He's congratulating the champions, and I just want to say a thank you to Daryl. He is instrumental in administering the tournament here, the head coach of the Show Low Cougars, and also the athletic director, Scott Hoffmeyer, here at Show Low High School. All the administration and staff here at Show Low, thank you for a great job. Well done, guys. And a big thank you as well to the administration for the hospitality and the way that they treated us all out here tonight at Show Low High School and throughout the tournament. Great job, as they always do. Hey, it's going to be a great tournament moving forward for sure. A lot of fun in the years to follow here, and a great venue, a great place to host the tournament for sure. Medals are being presented out there to the Benjamin Franklin Chargers, the champions of the tournament. Thanks for joining us, everybody, for our broadcast coverage. We'll say God bless you, and look for a very busy week coming up of Northland basketball coverage across Northeast Arizona and on through the month of January like we do. It's going to be a mad January for us. It always is. And then on into the February frenzy, the 3A North Region Tournament, the state playoffs, all of that kind of stuff. All of that on the schedule for us here at the Sports Zone. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons saying thanks for joining us. God bless you, everybody. Ben Franklin wins 60-58, and we'll see you next time for our next broadcast of Northland basketball. Good night from Show Low.